Okay, normally I would be upset about this, or I shouldn't say upset, but frustrated, and I would find an alternative route to get to my next service call. But considering it's Mushroom Wonderland right now, and I'm heading to my last stop of the day, which is going to be a relatively easy call, putting in a user interface board, I am actually going to take this 13-mile run on this 2-track back roads, country road, just to look for mushrooms. Yep. Now, I've made this mistake on this particular road before. When I was first learning the area up here for my route, and I've tried to negotiate this road in the wintertime, this particular road, and got stuck several times. But this road is starting out as a gravel road, and it eventually gets worse. It goes down to a 2-track dirt road, and it snakes and twists through the woods, and it is the perfect time to take this little 13-mile journey at a crawling speed, both to pad the time clock and to look for mushrooms. So that's what I'm doing. Yep. Right now, on either side of me is tall scrub grass and scrub brush, so I can't really see anything. So I'm waiting until I actually get into the wooded portion of this road, and I believe it's actually a snowmobile trail of sorts that goes through county forest land. So this could be a very lucrative little venture here. Yep. And these are exactly the kind of roads that I want to find with Scrunchy and put on she could put it in her mushroom diary that she's creating to return to every year looking for mushrooms. So this could be pretty good. So I'm going to negotiate this washboard road right now and see what happens as we go along. Yeah. Now, I said in an early video, or the previous video, that those clusters of mushrooms I found on that tree were lion's mane, and I was actually incorrect. They're in the coral fungus family. I don't know what specific species they are, but coral fungi and lion's mane are all intertwined in the same species. So lion's mane actually would look like that, a clump of white hanging on a log or hanging on the side of a tree, but instead of little branch-like structures that look like coral, it would actually have it would look like a comb. Old man's beard, that's another name for it. It would look like hairs hanging down, and that's not what this was. But this that I procured is edible. It's very good. It tastes like lobster, shrimp, along those lines. And it's I've had it before with no ill side effects, and it is heavenly in the frying pan. But I've also had lion's mane, or old man's beard, and that too tastes the same. It's identical. It's white. It just looks like a clump of chin hair hanging on the side of a tree. So, yeah, I'm hoping I run into some more of that, because that's one of my favorites. But we're also looking for chanterelles, and we're also looking for oysters. I'm not going to look for anything else. Some of the stuff that Scrunchy is harvesting and dissecting and testing is pretty hard to identify at speed, like I'm doing now. It's more of a, hey, look at that, and we harvest it, and we take it home, we do a spore print, and we closely study it and analyze it, and that's how we determine what exactly it is. What I'm looking for at 20 miles an hour, exactly, as a matter of fact, let's see if I can set my cruise. It doesn't like 20 miles an hour. It's too slow. What I'm looking for is easily identifiable, known species that that I can see at speed. Yeah, cruising along here. All right, so now we're getting into some woods. All right. Okay. So we slow her down a little bit to about 15, and we just look. Now, I can't really see any. Again, the shoulders are grown up pretty high. There's ferns, there's grass. It's up to my shins or my knees. So it's hard to look on the shoulder of the road for chanterelles or anything like that. But I can see a little bit into the woods, and I can look for oysters and other species along those lines. So yeah, we'll take this little slow crawl through Mushroom Wonderland and see if we can come out of here with anything. So stick around, let's see what happens.